Alright guys, welcome to episode 2. This week we're talking all about kit. But let's go back to last Saturday morning where it all began. Saturday morning around 5:35 a.m. so decided to get an early run out of the way this morning, so I'm going to head back over in the same direction I went yesterday morning. No feeling of foreboding today. Lovely morning. All very quiet. Just the way I like it. Okay, before I start talking about race kit, there's something I should get out of the way straight away. For me, a race is a race. So when the race starts, it's how quickly can I get to the finish line. It doesn't matter if it's a single stage or multi-stage, it's a race. You know, we train and then we race. So the reason I mention that is it dictates the kit that you carry and how much you carry. If I just wanted to get to the finish line, I might carry very different equipment or additional equipment, you know, just in case. You never know, possibly, you know, better to be looking at it than for it. But that said, everybody knows you can get 4 seasons in one day in Scotland, so there's the mandatory kit, which of course will be carried, and anything else that I feel will sustain me through the day or might be required will be carried, but nothing additional. And actually, of course, that's not true, because I'll be carrying this GoPro. And I won't lie to you, I thought about, do I want to carry it? You know, there's weight there, and yeah, it's not heavy, but when you carry it every day for 30, 40 plus miles, there's a cumulative effect to it. But nah, too epic to miss. So make one compromise, that's it. GoPro. Irish Town Nature Park. Oh, check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Poolbeg Lighthouse. Just did a little clip about what I was going to have in my kit bag, and then realised it was pure nutrition, so I'm going to hold that for the nutrition episode. So when you see this random shot by a lighthouse about the nutrition I'm going to take, you know what it's about. Okay, let's get off this causeway. You know how before you go out for a run, you write a note to tell people where you're going and what time you'll be back? Yeah, I did that this morning. And then I kind of fluted around the house for another 20 minutes. But I never changed the note. So now I'm a little bit behind schedule here. So better get the skates on. Oh, spiky. That's about as close as I get to the towers. Talk about breaking them down and building some apartment blocks there. Strong opposition against that. I don't know. Well, I do really. Don't take them down. What is this contraption doing? Marvels of engineering. I really have no idea. Oh, yep. Up, thank you. Boy, still working away. Nice to see. Men at work.
Okay, no video about kit would be complete without taking a look at the K-Pad Ultra website and seeing what they have by way of mandatory kit. So let's go in and take a quick look here. Section info, kit requirements. Mandatory kit. Okay, I won't spend too long on this because I think everybody will pretty much have the mandatory kit as part of their inventory at the moment, but I'll just show you what I have, and then we can get into maybe the more interesting aspects of what I have above and beyond that. Alright, so starting off, we've got the waterproof jacket. So for me, I just have my trusty Under Armour waterproof, windproof jacket. I would say probably the most important piece of kit in my bag or on my back, depending on the weather conditions, so don't skip on a good waterproof jacket. Waterproof trousers. I have a pair of waterproof trousers that I got from Decathlon, and I also have a lightweight pair here. They're Innovate, so like 75, 78 grams I think. So I'm going to take 2 pairs of those, depending on the weather then obviously. If it's a bright sunny day and I don't foresee there being much by way of rain, I'll take the light pair. If I feel it's going to be a torrential rain coming down all day, then I'll take the heavier pair. What else we got? We got a survival bag, not a blanket, so this was an item I had to go out and buy, so it's pretty much the one that's on the website as well. Buy a super light survival bag, so this is the same one, just picked up on a website. Compass. I've had a compass for many years, so again, just a full-size standard silver compass. Headlamp and spare batteries. Let's see, I'm probably going to throw in my Petzl Ico. It's got a spare battery in there as well. I'm hoping that I won't spend too much time in the dark, so that's going to go down the bottom of my bag and hopefully never see the light of day, or never see the darkness of night, I guess would be more appropriate. Whistle. I just have a little whistle here. What else have I got? Food I'm not going to talk about right now, we'll talk about that when we talk about nutrition. Then we've got hat and gloves. Let's see, what have I got? Hat and gloves, here we go. Again, I've just got a little hat here from Decathlon again. Obviously you've also got the hood on your waterproof jacket depending on weather conditions. Gloves, I've got these waterproof mitts and some nice merino wool gloves underneath. So that's a great combo if weather conditions are bad. If weather conditions aren't too bad and I just feel like it's cold, I might just take a standard pair of, again, they're just Under Armour gloves. What else do we need? We need a water bottle and hydration system. So for me, I will carry a Solomon soft flask, but what I probably will also have is my bladder. I just find it works for me. I know it's not for everybody. A lot of people like to use the bottles exclusively, but I find the bladder with the convenience of the soft flask in addition is a preference of mine. After that, we've got the fell running mountain shoes. Again, standard enough. I think everybody's going to have these. I've got the Asics only because I bought some pairs of shoes online and size maybe is a little bit too big or a little bit too small, so I like stopping into the Asics store in the Kildare Outlet Village on my journey to Cork and finding a pair that I feel is exactly the right size, so it's the only reason I use them. Let's see, money obviously is straightforward. Waterproof pen. I think I saw somewhere on the Facebook trade that a Sharpie is sufficient, so I'm not quite sure why we need a waterproof pen in our bag as mandatory kit at all times while running, but there we go, we'll have it. Mobile phone, again this is chunky, I must weigh this and see how much it weighs, but this is my phone. It's a large iPhone, but it could be very useful from a navigation perspective if I need to go on and use the electronic GPX file. Watch, I use the Fenix 5, not a great fan actually of the Garmin. I would say my next watch will not be a Garmin, but that's what I have for now. It works fine, so I'll use. Alright, messages coming in, phone works. And that's it. That's it for the mandatory kit. So recommended while running, personal first aid kit. I will have a few little bits and pieces and I'll show you that when I'm doing my packing, but we're talking about plasters, some rock tape, some general bits and pieces. What else we got? Altimeter I will not carry. GPS I will not carry. Hand warmers I will not carry. Alright guys, so just to recap, I'll be taking my waterproof jacket, the 2 sets of waterproof leggings, I've got my survival blanket, my compass, my head torch, the whistle, the mid layers, 300 grams, give or take. I've got my hat, my gloves, my waterproof mitts. I'll take my soft flask. I'll take my hydration pack. I'll take my Advanced Skin 12 pack. I'll take 2 pairs of trail running shoes, no more, they're bulky. I'll take my waterproof pen. I'll take my phone. I'll take my watch. They're the mandatory kit pieces that I've got. Let's move on and take a look at the other stuff later on.
Out on the Wicklow Hills this morning. Not much to see really. Easter Sunday. Happy Easter everybody. Weather has gotten a bit soft. Rain is on. Oh, pretty rough for the last 2 hours. We're coming off the bog on the mountain now. Good learning for Cape Wrath kit. One thing I definitely remembered, or will remember I should say, is gloves. It was very cold on one of the calls where the rain was coming down heavy and the wind was coming across. So another thing that I've never thought about before, but this happened today, is I had some sandwiches. Knowing that it was going to be a long day out, I made some lovely sandwiches and they were in the back of my pack, which is under my rain jacket. And the idea of taking off my rain jacket in the rain to get off at my sandwiches was not very pleasing at all. So having your food accessible at the front, you know, even under the jacket is fine, but somewhere accessible at the front of my bag is what I'm thinking would be a good idea also. So another thing I learned today is normally I wear long sleeve t-shirts, but today I wore a short sleeve t-shirt, and under this jacket, which is fairly lightweight again, even with another layer that I had on, my arms were cold. Never noticed that trail over there before. It's because it was probably never there before. The tree fellers are building new roads all the time. Another piece of slightly unusual kit that I think I will take with me is a little massage ball. It's about the size of a tennis ball. Just because my right quad gets quite knotted.
Okay, it's time I got my long overdue haircut. Let's go. Okay, better. Now it's Friday afternoon. Let's go for a run and talk some more about kit.
So what are the other pieces of kit that I think are important to have with you? Well, one that I hope everybody's going to take with them are the poles. I think for longer events, poles are invaluable. Invaluable, I tell you. But make sure you take the time to learn how to use them, and particularly learn how to use the straps. A lot of people either don't use them or use them incorrectly, and the straps are the key to success in my experience. Another item that I've mentioned already, and I'm not sure whether I'll wear them when I'm running, but I'm pretty sure I'll wear them at the end of a day, and that are the calf sleeves. Just for the compression, help reduce swelling, help speed up recovery. I'll also be taking an ankle support with me. Hopefully I won't need to use it, but if I roll my ankle, they are absolutely invaluable. You know, maybe the difference between being able to continue or having to call it there. And I don't want to have to call it there. I won't have sunscreen. I'll put my sunscreen on at the start of the day. I like P20, one application, job done. But I will have a lip balm with some SPF in it, just that I can reapply during the day. You know, even from a wind perspective, it just gives them that element of protection. I'll probably also have a number of buffs. Probably keep one on my sleeve at all times, one in my bag. Just such a versatile piece of kit, you know. Wear it as an additional layer on your head, wear it around your neck as a windbreaker there. Yeah, big fan of the buffs. One thing for sure that will be happening on a daily basis also is a plaster on each nipple. Chafing is a nightmare. Thankfully I haven't experienced it for a long time, because a long time ago I discovered that chafing is a nightmare. You can have one high five as you cross the finish line each day on your way to your tent. But that's it, alright. Saturday morning. Parked in Johnny Fox's overflow. Run up through the gap, on up to Fairy Castle, and on over here to Crua Woods. Very nice morning. Not much filming though, because out with a good friend that I haven't met for a while, so lots of chatting going on. So that friend has given me a loan of his Thermarest sleeping pad and pillow, so they're going to make a great addition to my kit because they pack up very small and very light. With regards to sleeping bags, between my wife and I we're going to take 3 sleeping bags just because that's what we've got. 2 small ones and 1 larger one, so if it's not too cold we'll both use the smaller ones. If it is cold we'll pack 2 of the smaller ones inside each other. One person will use that and the other person will use the larger sleeping bag. That's the plan. Options. Love options for me. So that's it for this week, guys. Any additional pieces of kit I'm going to have with me, I will take you through during the packing episode. But thanks for watching and tune in next week.